Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for joining us to talk about this.
Good afternoon.
So what are some of the key takeaways from this forum, and how is it of benefit to Zambia?
I think the takeaway from this forum, this is Continental Energy Investment Forum for 2024, is able to link the various countries with South Africa and investment banks like DBSA and be able to explore the opportunities that are available in our countries. Now, for Zambia specifically, at the moment, we have an energy deficit in terms of capacity to generate electricity. This energy deficit is occasioned by two things. The first one is over the years, even as we are pushing for mining increase, which requires a lot of energy, as well as irrigation in our agricultural sector, and industrialization, which also requires energy. I think there was lack of investment in the energy sector, which already was resulting in a deficit. But this year, last year and this year, Zambia, like other SADC countries, have experienced the worst drought in 100 years. In fact, one in 100-year drought, which has caused our dam levels in places like Kariba Dam to fall to very low levels. As an example, this time, usually if we have good rainfall, our dam level will be very close to 100% in terms of capacity for that dam. But this year we are down to 13%, 13%. This is affecting ability of our country to continue really to produce. It's affecting the social life of our people, and therefore we have embarked on a program to mitigate the effects of that drought, alongside the fact that we need renewable and clean energy as part of our move towards achieving the global targets for 2030 and beyond. So to mitigate this year's drought, we have embarked on a number of programs as a government. The first one is to encourage, in fact, push for the installation of solar panels on public buildings, development of off-grid mini grids to feed localized communities in rural areas. And also, we have liberalized really our energy sector such that any development of up to 5 megawatts, that is deregulated. So we are having a lot of inputs at this forum.
All right, it's quite nice to see that Zambia is actually putting its foot forward to dealing with issues around energy in the country. So let's look at it continentally. How do you think that African countries are lacking when it comes to collaborating and moving faster towards transitioning to renewable energies? What would you say are the biggest hindrances, and how do you think those challenges can be overcome?
First of all, I think in Africa, we need greater integration and greater working together. In Zambia, for example, our energy mix is such that 85% of our energy in a normal year is provided by renewable energy, basically hydroelectric electricity. But in order for Africa to work together and come together and benefit from the strategic importance of each country, I think there's need for greater integration. On the energy side, we need interconnection, transmission lines to link one country to the other. We need to develop the renewable energy sources, especially in various countries. If you look at DRC on the Congo River, there's such high potential. If you look at Zambia, we still have many sites that can be developed. So in addition to the vast energy that we can get from a solar plant and so
Okay.
on. But for this, we need greater integration.
So how do you think the African Free Trade, Continental Free Trade Agreement or area can come to help this happen?
Yes, that can help this happen by ensuring that we look within ourselves as African countries. The free trade area was designed to facilitate that, so that there is greater cooperation between countries, so that an investor, say in South Africa, can put in an investment in terms of generating that power that can be utilized elsewhere, using the interconnections that I'm talking about, like in the Southern Africa power pool. It is important that we recognize where we have surplus countries in terms of generation of power and where we have deficit, and be able to connect these two and enable them to trade.
Okay. Honorable Minister Charles Milupi, Minister of Infrastructure and Urban Development, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you.